Good morning, friends. Long time no see. I know. I have not been on a walk in a while. I had New Room Conference one week, and then the next week I went to Orlando for my class, and when I got back I was just busy catching up, and then I worked from home a few days. Yeah, so it's been busy. I have been still, I've gone to the gym and stuff, so I haven't been completely lazy. But now I'm back, trying to get back in the swing of things, getting back in the rhythm, keeping up my movement, my walking, even on days like today when I really do not feel up to it, but I'm here and I'm walking. So it's kind of nice out, right? It's 71 degrees right now. Got a breeze going, so praising God for that. It's really nice. So Orlando was great. It was absolutely fantastic to get to meet. It was my basic Christian doctrine class, which was all about theology. It's about the basics of what we as Christians believe, and Christians as a whole, not the little doctrine that changes from denomination to denomination, but just as a whole overarching church. So that was great. And one of the things, and it's been emphasized quite a lot recently. It did get mentioned in several things at New Room. It got mentioned in my class, and it's something I've been talking to people. My church hosts Celebrate Recovery, and I was talking to the guy that runs that, and his wife, and we talked about this a little bit. Of course, I've been talking about this with my small group, and so I want to talk to you guys about it. And that's about community and the church community as a whole, because we need each other, right? This is not a solo mission. I know plenty of people who, for whatever reason, maybe they're church hurt, or maybe they just don't like waking up early, or maybe they work on Sundays, whatever. Don't go to church. Or maybe they go to a worship service, and that's it. Don't get involved in any groups or ministries or anything. And I know, I get it. I went through a period where I didn't go to church because my husband at the time was against it, so I didn't go. And you just get this kind of self-importance, I can do this on my own. I don't need other people. I can, interpret the Bible correctly myself and have all the relationship with God I need by myself. And to an extent, yes, it's true. No one else is part of your faith. It is between you and God. But I am here to tell you that it's a million times better with a community around you. And again, from not having that for 10, 12 years to having that for the last 2 years, I can tell you it has made a huge difference. My walk with God is so much better. I am so much closer to God. You learn more. You're able to hear from other people's experiences and maybe some people have gifts you don't have of knowledge and wisdom and prophecy, and they can help you understand more, the Bible better. You build each other up. You're there to support each other in whatever way that looks like. Having that community is better. And something that came up in actually both of my classes last week is that this is not some newfangled idea. This is not some human-made idea that we need each other. This is actually biblical doctrine. Okay, so I had never thought about it this way, so I want to explain it. But we, as Christians, believe in the Trinity. One God in 3 persons. I learned a lot about that this past week, so if you're interested, ask me any questions. I will spout off. Anyway, one God in 3 persons. And we, as Christians, also believe we were made in the image of God. So, we were created to be in community with each other, because one God in 3 persons. We're created in that image, so we, as one person, need to be with other people to really live up to that and to match that, being created to be like God. And I don't mean like, find your 2 people and be like a, Powerpuff Girl, Charlie Angel trio. No, it can be any number of people. The point of that, which I'm probably going to explain really poorly, is just that we are created in that image to complement each other. Another place this is seen is in the Apostles' Creed. When we say, which again is a creed for the whole church, not one denomination specifically, but for Christians as a whole, that states what we believe in. And one line says, the communion of saints. And what that means is a communion of resources. We believe in all of us coming together to be with each other, learn from each other and with each other, and to support each other. So, and there's a couple other places in the Bible where it's really evident, but I think those are more obvious and more evident, and these were things that I'd never really looked at in that light, especially the Trinity thing, and that came up in both of my classes. And again, I'm not very great at explaining it. I think I just don't feel great right now, so my brain is kind of all over the place. But it is biblical, doctrinally sound that we as Christians need each other, and we need a community to be part of. And isolation and separation are from the enemy. Okay? They are not in God's will for us. That's not what we were created for. And also, we all know the creation story, right? So, something that my professor pointed out, okay, every time God created something, he said, and it was good. Created whatever. I can't quote it right now, but created trees and it was good, and created light and dark and it was good. Created people, or created Adam, and it was good, right? And then he says, he's looking at Adam, whom he created. God created Adam in his own image, and creation itself was good, but he said it is not good for Adam to be alone. And it's a huge contrast because all of the creation, it was good, it was good, it was good, it was very good. And then all of a sudden we have, it is not good for him to be alone. So we had the creation of Eve because we are created to be in a community and to be with other people. So, you know, the first commandment given to Adam and Eve was to multiply, to make more people, so that we can be in this larger community with each other. And so, friends, all I'm trying to say is, do not do this alone. You do not have to do this alone, and you are not meant to do this alone. Yes, your faith and your salvation is dependent. It's on you. Like, that's all on you, buddy. But the growth and how deeply it is affecting you and what you're getting out of it and what you're giving out into the world is just going to be better with other people. So, like, I'm super grateful for the people I have, right? My community. I've got family. I've got my church community. I've got my small group. I've got my friends. You know, we're all in this together. And I'm so grateful for you guys too, who are watching this. You might fall into one of those categories. So my family or my friends or somebody from church. Or maybe you're just watching this and you're like, I have no idea who you are, but I've watched it this long. So I really appreciate you guys. If you're watching this, if you hear me, you are part of my community. So I'm so glad we're doing this together. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're listening to me ramble on my walk. That is winding me. You can tell I haven't done this in a while. So I appreciate you. Let's do this together, right? Let's go through life together. If you have questions or comments, if you don't agree with me on something I said, if I said something really stupid accidentally or purposely, I don't know, comment so that we can interact, so we can really build up this community and be here for each other, because that's what we're meant to do. That's what we're here for. That's how we can best serve God, with others, serving together. I've got more to say about it actually, but I always have more to say. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this off for now. So thank you for watching. There's an airplane, it distracted me. Okay, thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. Make a friend, build some community, and I'll see you next time. Till then, love you, bye.